Here's the Flying Dutchman in 3 minutes. As the curtain rises, the merchant ship of Captain Dallant, escaping a storm, drops anchor in a bay just a few miles from home. With the ship secured, the crew goes below to rest, and a lone helmsman remains on deck keeping watch. But he quickly falls asleep, even faster than some audience members, so no one sees another ship with red flag and black masts sail up alongside. Its captain appears, a mysterious man in black. No, it's not Johnny Cash. It's the Dutchman, doomed to sail the seas forever, unable to die, allowed to land only once every 7 years to seek a woman who will be faithful to him unto death and lift the curse. Captain Dallant hails the mysterious man, and the Dutchman introduces himself. Funny, he doesn't mention the curse. Well, who doesn't want to make a good first impression? The Dutchman asks Dallant for a night of hospitality, promising to pay with a treasure chest of jewels worth almost the price of one night in a New York hotel. Then the Dutchman casually asks, "By the way, do you have a daughter?" Dallant says, "Yes." The Dutchman says, "Let me marry her." Dallant replies that his daughter is his most precious possession, then takes another look at the chest of jewels and says, "Okay, she's yours." Electronic trading on Wall Street doesn't happen that fast. Act 2 opens in Dallant's house, where the women are busy at their spinning wheels, all looking forward to the return of their sailormen. All but Dallant's daughter, Senta. She, poor girl, is haunted by a picture on the wall and sings a ballad about the figure of legend portrayed, a man in black. No, it's still not Johnny Cash. It's a sea captain with a black-masted ship, cursed by Satan to sail forever unless he can find a woman who will be faithful to him unto death. Senta says she wants to be that woman, and the other women say, "Senta, quit watching all those depressing shows on Netflix. You're starting to lose it." But when Captain Dallant and the Dutchman enter the room, Senta's gaze moves from the portrait to the Dutchman's face, and she is transfixed. It's him. Then Dallant leaves the Dutchman and Senta alone to get acquainted, because even though the Dutchman's been at sea for the last 7 years, and Senta is his most precious daughter, there were a lot of jewels in the Dutchman's chest. Senta promises to be faithful to the Dutchman unto death, and the Dutchman is filled with hope that his curse may be lifted. In Act 3, Senta's former boyfriend, Eric, learns of Senta's vow to the Dutchman and tries to hold her back, saying, "But you already promised yourself to me." And Senta says, "I did not." And she's right. But the Dutchman, who has overheard, doesn't know that. And in despair, he orders his crew to the ship to set sail for all eternity. But Senta breaks free, rushes to a rocky cliff, and calls to the Dutchman, "Look, I am faithful to you unto death," and throws herself into the sea. The Dutchman's ship sinks into the waters, and the Dutchman and Senta, transfigured, float upward to heaven. Redemption through sacrifice is the theme of Wagner's ghost story opera, and it's a good thing the music is so rich and the drama so compelling. Otherwise, you might notice that the men need all the redemption, and the woman does all the sacrificing. And that's the Flying Dutchman in 3 minutes.